That's even worse.
Grab my shit, put it back over me, and tucked into it like a burrito roll myself.
Yeah, that's me for sure. Like you can't go get this.
Bitch, you wanna take this time, right?
You got to pull hard. Yeah.
Woo-hoo-hoo, yeah. What up, y'all? Welcome to another episode of More to Discuss. We have special guests today. You know what I'm saying?
We got two special guests today, y'all.
Two of them. You know what
It's
I'm
a
saying?
family affair, baby.
You know what I'm saying? So we got go ahead and introduce yours first.
Introducing my left titty and my main bitty, Day.
Hey y'all.
And of course, y'all know who my guest is. Well, y'all know him when y'all see him, but he is my brother from another mother, Piranha Pond extraordinaire, Kingfish Mac in the building.
What is the biz?
What up?
We got a full house today, guys. I'm loving this flow.
Oh yeah, we in the building today. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good.
I'm excited.
Amongst our multitude of topics we got going on today, our three should say. We gonna start our young conversation off today with the good old family beef. How about that?
Beef within your family.
Yeah. So it can be family adjacent, like in-laws, and or you know, baby daddy sisters, people, that type of shit. Baby mama's people, is that type of shit.
Still family in some kind of way.
Yeah. Connected.
Listen.
Of all the lines of family.
Well,
you know,
I would have started out by saying we all should love each other because the way the things be going, you be treating people like sometimes people treat people that aren't blood better than they treat people that are blood. And that's when like the term like blood is thicker than water definitely like flew out of my mind because like it's not. It's not. And also understanding like family doesn't always have to mean somebody that you're like I'm saying, like related to in the same sense. Like it's really what you make it and what you choose. So that's what I want to start on with that family brief. Family isn't always blood, it's what you make it.
I agree.
Yeah,
do you have any? Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say I agree as well. I think that in this era, in today's era, you have more blended families and families that you choose, right?
Right.
Especially when it comes down to like you know, me and Frank's age kids, right? You know what I'm saying? Because my kids have, I got a 21-year-old and a 19-year-old and a 14-year-old.
Okay.
And all of them grew up, you know, in a small little town where, you know, me and Frank, you know, kind of stuck our flag down and, you know, kind of did our thing or whatever. And all my kids grew up with all my friends' kids.
Oh, that's dope.
And as they grew up and went through whatever they was going through in school and streets and whatever the fuck, right? You know, this is my cousin. When one go, all of us go.
Right.
And that's how they been, right? You know what I'm saying? And that don't have nothing to do with blood. On the other hand, you know, I come from a family structure that's very, very strong and very family oriented, right? In terms of support systems, you know,
same as well. Same.
It's a whole little protocol you got to go through, right? But at the same time, there are people who kind of buck the system. You know, I got family members who nobody else in the family fuck with. You know what I'm saying? Because
the black sheep.
It's not even that they're the black sheep. It's that they don't stand firm in the same morals and foundational principles that all the rest of us got from the old folks.
Okay, yeah.
And the old folks, a lot of them are still around watching us. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck are y'all doing down there?
Not for that. So, like, with today's topic of like family beefs, like, I'm talking directly about like actually like feuding with people, like directly, like.
I wanted to ask that.
Yeah, something that like split the family, like something from back in the day that you probably don't even know nothing about.
Right, like that, or that like generational beef kind of.
Right,
vibe,
exactly. I mean? Like we don't fuck with that side of the family for whatever reason.
Right,
yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's Auntie Whoopty Whoop. She with that bullshit, so we really don't fuck with her like that.
Right.
But it all come down to like some shit, like she tried to fight your grandmama, and like fucked around and blew up her car or some shit, and now don't nobody.
Way back in the day.
Right now, don't nobody fuck with her because of that shit, and you don't really know why don't nobody fuck with her, but
the whole time this is my favorite auntie.
And then you don't find out that type of shit till you grown though. Like as kids, we don't ever see. There was like she'll pop up every now and then, like who the real? Like okay, for sure. You know what I'm saying? And then you find out later on that yeah, she fucked around and hit your grandmother's husband or something. It's like, oh, that's why.
I feel like when it comes to things like that,
See, that's what I'm saying.
That's the thing about family beefs. You gotta watch what you say too, because it's like, So I'm trying to be real, like
at the same time, be real.
Right, but
be real. Right.
I feel like I wouldn't say I have no family beef, but it is like a few people that I feel like it's just like you're supposed to be my family, like. What? Like, I got some questions if we ever do come across paths, but I wouldn't say like it's no beef.
But that is beef, ain't it though? Probably a small amount of beef.
It can be because it could go one or two ways. Now, if I come to you with my concern and you feel like, because I'm Black Dr. D, you can, and then we go, and then it's gonna be so yeah. But I wouldn't say, in my opinion, I don't have no family beefs. I got some family, what you want to call it, like
pork,
like family baby cows.
Oh, some family veal.
Yeah, I got some family
some
veal.
calves.
Yeah, like I got some family veal. I'm not no
a few baby heifers.
Mm-hmm. Like not all the way there yet, but it's like almost there because we don't know yet. We gotta like clear it to figure it out. But yeah, I got some family veal. That's what I got. It's like baby. It's not big. It's like few questions, few concerns, but that's
so it can be talked through.
Yeah, I feel like it could, but also some people are stuck in their ways and they feel how they feel. So it might just have to be like a screaming match. Who knows?
Or we might have to break out the gloves.
Hey, I love to break out the gloves.
Hire the referee. Put some money on it. Make a night of it.
Get a little something going in Granny's backyard.
Throw the grill on. Throw some music on. Make it an event, nigga. You know
I told him the only way. My friend the only way I disrespect it is you let me beat you up with some boxing gloves. I didn't want to hurt him. I just wanted him to feel me.
Listen.
It still hurt him, but he felt me too. So everything.
Right. It's that.
But Jay, so do you have any family veal or beef?
It's a family farm.
I got some chickens. Got a little sheep. Got a duck or two over there.
A whole
like family. That's
got a whole flock of livestock.
Right.
Man, I got everything. I got anything you need, actually, like if you want some, you can want to just, borrow
beef, I put the biscuit on the patty.
Right, quick, right? Or some chicken, or some pig.
I got it.
Got some quail back there if you need it.
Right.
So in the scenarios that you guys have either been in yourselves or witnessed, because you're part of the family, what are some of the things that causes big major rifts between family members?
Money.
Lies.
For
sure. Lies.
Lies for sure. I mean, I guess depending on how deep the lie goes, depending on who's involved in the lie, how close the lie is to you.
But sometimes it goes generations, and
but that's what I'm saying. A family beef is like you know what I'm saying. You inherit that if it's like that. Yeah. You know what I mean?
So
like you don't even know why. It's just
It'd be so much deeper all the time. All the time. I got people that I can't like. Okay, hear me? I can't like because of who my mama is. Like, it ain't got nothing to do with me.
That's crazy. I don't. See, that's why I'm glad we don't have none of that type of shit really in the family. Like, all our family's pretty much cool. If it is beef, it's quiet beef or personal.
Yeah, it's not nothing that's like, it's just a little bill. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Okay, so like when we go to family gatherings and whatnot, like you would never know that. Like we don't. It's not. We're not in your face like, oh yeah, like all. It's no. It's never violent. No, never. But like, you call somebody for help, they'll literally. I've watched it. I watched it. I've watched somebody watch their phone ring, then receive a text message, read it out loud, and then just proceed to never respond. And like the text message that came through was like literally a cry for help. Like, I don't have nobody else to turn to, and you know this. Like, you're the only person that can actually help me in this situation. No response whatsoever. And it's not like it was going to hurt the person that received the text message or got the phone call. Like, it wasn't going to do them no type of damage at all. If anything, because
they ain't mess with them. So, shoot.
Exactly. And the crazy part about it is, like I said, it comes from like deeper things. Like, it didn't even have nothing to do with neither one of them.
But that's what I was about to ask. Was it personal or how close was it? Because that's kind of cold. Like, I don't know though, because if I don't fuck with you, I don't fuck with you. But I can't see not fuck with nobody in my family though.
Well, see, but okay, like it was stated, you know, like sometimes it can be based on like the morality of the family at all. Like, certain stuff just, you know,
right.
We're not taking that.
Like, it's just not tolerated. So it's just
right. No, you understand that too.
Sometimes you can't open the door for everybody, but it's like at the same time, like, I don't know. I don't know. I'm a lot more giving, I guess you could say, that I probably should be morally to people, because like things that I would do for a person, I know like some of the things that I've done for people, they probably wouldn't do for me, but that's not really why I was doing it. Right. You know? So it's like, that'd be the perspective that I'd be coming from. And I kind of feel like everybody should be that way, but I don't know. Sometimes that could be dangerous. So it's like, I don't know.
Well, petty is petty, man. You know what I'm saying? Some people will carry that till they can't carry it no more. Whatever it is. Especially if it's deserving, though. If it's deserving, like if it's some shit that everybody in the family is like, nah. Like if it's some shit that just split the family, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this half don't fuck with this half, but everybody on that half is cool.
That's crazy.
Everybody over here is cool. Like, that's weird as shit. But I mean, I'm just saying that would be better. I mean, it would be cool. I guess it's all fucked up, even if it was like the whole family against one or two people because of some bullshit that they be on, some bullshit that they did. Like, you know.
See, I don't know what happened, but my mom is kind of like that. Like, not to say that she kept us away more. It's just like, it wasn't go talk to your friend, go do the like on like, you know, like like with Vanessa and them. Mm-hmm. Like once we moved out of California, it was more like it wasn't like a don't talk to you, it wasn't like a don't do this, don't do that. But it wasn't also like a call your cousin, did it, I just put your family, did it. It just was like a
out of sight, out of mind.
Yeah. And it's like, dang, as a kid, growing up with people, it's like, damn. And then when you get old enough to want to reach out yourself, and they're like, oh, you weird, y'all got weird, y'all stop talking to niggas. It's like, it's not me, I'm just a kid. Like, I'm old enough, I'm trying, like, damn. So I feel like my mom unintentionally caused some of that a little bit, I think. But I don't know. That's why I said conversations have to be had. Because I don't know.
I can understand that low key because when you move, especially moving so far away. Plus, man, motherfuckers out here trying to figure it out. Like,
and everybody got their own lives. Like, I don't know. Man. But that's what I mean when I say that, like, because it's like, it's not my beef if it is. So why I gotta get the, why I gotta get the heat? Like, if I'm reaching out, I'm 25 now. I'm not 10 no more. Last time you see me, I was like 10. You know what I mean? Like, try to learn and me that I am. I'm not her or whatever y'all got going on. That's how I be feeling sometimes. So it's like, I don't know. It's just weirdness.
And then you being clear across the goddamn nation, and you living your life like the motherfuckers wasn't reaching out either. So what the fuck you mean?
That's another thing too. It's like y'all not reaching out either.
What
so
you talking about?
Why is it? Yeah, that'd be my.
But see, that's the beautiful thing about. That's what I think the beautiful thing about my family is. It's like, nigga, whatever, nigga, how you doing? How you been? What you been up to?
Right.
I mean, why you haven't hit me? Like, you got me go through the thing. I feel that shit.
If I call her 3 times or 2 times a year, it's gonna be like I talk to her every day.
Right.
Don't
that's
matter.
It don't matter. That was always stuff. Like I said, if it is any family beef, it's personal shit that don't affect everybody. You know what I mean? Right. It's like, and then when motherfuckers come together and they both in the building, they respect the situation, probably don't fuck with each other, but they gonna mingle around everybody and then, get on one or the other or whatever. And that'll be that. Like, it don't be no bullshit. Like, it's fucking, it's dope. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. You know what I mean? But I mean, I can't.
Go ahead, bro.
I can say the fact that, I'm growing up though, it was crazy because my mother was that one, right? And she fought everybody.
I know.
Literally everybody. So it was kind of, but it was weird though, because, it was the type of shit that in the very next day or a week later, because we all grew up hella close, hella tight, right? Like all of me and my cousins, we were like hella tight.
Oh, he left us. How he gonna just leave in the middle of the conversation? So, like, all the family and everybody, like, we grew up kind of tight. So everybody was like always around everybody, and everybody was like always with everybody. So, like, if somebody had a beef or something, it never really affected the whole family. It just, I kept your story going. You can jump back in. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, one time. So, because I didn't hear nothing you said. My shit just went right out.
I love it.
It went like that's what you was about to say. But so I hope you jumped right where I left off. You know what I mean?
You don't really. It didn't affect the whole family, so everybody was hella cool. If
that was the exact
that's your daughter, nigga, for real.
That is crazy.
Wow,
it's your daughter for real, nigga.
Okay.
But a lot of times out of 10 though, a lot of that shit was alcohol fueled. Motherfuckers understood that shit. So it was always
the demons really would it be sometimes too.
Okay.
I learned that as well. Like, people go through those trials and tribulations in their life and they make their family look at them a certain type of way. And they might just pick that battle instead of the family. And boy, it's always that one grandma though. She never gonna give up on you, okay?
Nah, Granny's always in the building.
My
grandma
family
always gonna be there. She ain't gonna never give up on you. It's always that one grandma though that don't ever give up on you. But
my family is a little weird in terms of how we kind of deal with beef. First of all, there is no beef on the surface, right? Like, there is no. I can only remember a couple of times where it's been some physical shit, and generally that shit is about respect, right? Like my little sister, had to put the mitts on my little cousin, who is a grown ass woman, but you a fucking kid as far as we concerned. I don't give a fuck if you're 30, right? You know what I'm saying? You ain't 50, and you don't fix your mouth to talk that shit to no real grown folks. So she had to get them paws put on her
ass. Respect.
Right quick. Respectfully. And then I think my cousins had got into it one time, but it was about business, right? And it kind of just spilled into the niggas is at the family gathering, and you know what I'm saying, some pushing and pulling and shit, right? But generally what happens with my family is you'll have beef with everybody and not know it.
Damn.
Right? Because it's not really beef, right? What it is you'll do some fucked up shit and everybody knows, right? Because them phone calls get made all the way back to Louisiana and shit, right?
Okay.
And so everybody fucking knows, and everybody's got an opinion on your ratchetness, whatever the fuck it was, right? But nobody says shit to you. And so and so when you pop up, you know what I'm saying? It's just regular fucking time, like, you know, because everybody still is loved, right?
But
even with your faults.
The wrong conversation, you're like, what?
Nah, but this is what I'm saying. That's why I said my family is kind of weird. Is that shit? It would never come up around, you know, the person. I'll give you the perfect example, right? I'll give you a personal example, right?
Okay.
And this. Well, here, I'll just say it like this. So, you know, I'm street dude, right? All my life, right? Since 10, right? But there's only 2 of us in my generation out of a big ass family, you know what I'm saying, of people that's in Los Angeles and Louisiana, right? So 2 of us that's just crooks. But I'm the crook that goes to jail, you know what I'm saying, all that shit, you know, and then people hear about my life on the streets exaggerated. You know what I'm saying? Like a game of telephone. So say I go to jail for a bag of weed and a pistol, and then by the time the shit gets to Louisiana, it's, oh yeah, well, you know, K-Mac went to jail for shooting some motherfuckers in a drug deal type of bullshit, right? So it just kind of gets blew up. And I know this, but nobody has ever said shit to me, right? It's always when I pop up, hey, where the fuck you been? You been in jail for 10 years? Take your seat at the fucking table, nigga. You know, we missed you, glad you back type of shit, right? But me knowing how the family works, I know, right? That motherfuckers didn't have them conversations, right? About my dog ass. And so the response is, I don't come around a lot. You know what I'm saying? I'm right in the city with everybody, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, I kind of pick and choose, you know, who I fuck with. And it's not that I don't love my folks or that they don't love me or that anybody feels any fucked up way about me or anything like that. It's just that I know. You know what I'm saying? Right. I know how those gossipy conversations go because I participate in them. When it's the next motherfucker, right? You feel what I'm saying? I listen to my aunties and my cousins and, you know, the old folks or whatever. I listen to them, all their gripes about, you know, every motherfucker that they got a beef with and shit, right? And I participate in that shit too and be like, yeah, they're a piece of shit. You know what I'm saying? And how the fuck could this person be like that when they know that they taught better? Yeah, I'd be right with the fuck shit too. So I know goddamn well I'm sitting in a cell some fucking where for a violent fucking felony. Ain't nowhere in the world, man, my people ain't discussing my dog ass, right? And that's just kind of how it goes. But it's all with love. Like I said, it ain't never, and then the beefs, like I said, whatever the issue is generally with one person, right? So say if I had beef with Frank, right? And then I tell my sister, right? And then my sister tells my cousin, and then my cousin tells 3 more of the cousins, and then my auntie gets a whiff of what the fuck they talking about. So she calls back to Louisiana. And then before everything is said, you know, Frank is the dirty dog motherfucker and then pulled a pistol on me and slept with my wife and some more shit, right? That's just how that shit goes.
Yeah.
You can't fight it. Ain't no defense against it. You know what I'm saying? Once motherfuckers paint you like that, nigga, that's who the fuck you are until you prove otherwise, right?
That's crazy, yeah.
I'm around here painting on people like that.
Ain't no facts. Like, what?
So at the family gathering, I might not talk to Frank, like he says, like, you know what I'm saying? We'll be in the living room and, you know, pass each other and head nod or whatever, and nobody might not see that we not fucking with each other. But everybody else is still fucking with me and Frank like ain't nothing happened between me and Frank.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
Ain't nobody saying shit, but you know everybody's saying something.
Right.
So that's kind of how beef goes in my family.
Yes, I heard he
right.
Room. I don't know tonight.
It's like that with the older women in my family. I feel. I mean, I haven't sat there and like participated. I heard whispers. I'm the type of dude that just don't hang out with the older people. Like I'll go say hi for a little bit, talk for a minute, man, and I'm out. I'm going to mingle and jingle and slingle or something.
Nigga.
So
Nigga, I done sat up with the old folks and listened to all the fuck shit, nigga, they be talking about with your dog ass too, nigga.
I already know. That's what I'm saying. So I think that's another reason why I don't hang around them, though, so they can go ahead and do their thing. You know what I'm saying? But I'll just
they
go
do their thing too, nigga.
All my uncles, or, all the rest of the people. All the rest of the people who ain't talking shit about me.
Right. All the uncles and the aunties and Granny and all of them, they talk to me because they think that I got some kind of fucking influence over you. And I be saying, no. You don't listen to me.
Good luck
Niggas,
with
this
that.
is a homegrown man. I ain't even fixing to attempt it. What I will do is tell this nigga that you was talking about. How about that? I'll convey the message. Other than that, hey.
Yeah, I don't understand how they think that works. But I think they just be wanting nigga to get the message without having to tell me, which is crazy because I don't know why.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Non-confrontational part of it. But yeah, man, family beats. I feel the same way as Day does. Everybody should have a certain amount of forgiveness, a certain amount of acceptance, even with bullshit aside. Put that shit aside when it comes to the betterness, or when it comes to the family getting together at the very least. Now, if a motherfucker want to go to old high school and square up, that's fine. But bring the toxic shit around everybody else's, or imposing your negative energy so your kids bring that same negative energy towards their cousins, and that's just some bullshit, bro. Because
exactly,
you know what I mean. That ain't got nothing to do with it.
Yeah, I have a friend like that. Like her auntie didn't like her, so she made her kids treat her bad, and even as adults, her kids still treat her bad. And it's like, bro, y'all literally are like the same age. Why?
How do y'all do that? And y'all share the same blood? I don't get it.
So what's next?
And it ain't their fault as kids. It ain't their fault. So that's
no. I'm not saying. I'm not blaming them personally, of course. But it's like, how do y'all let this go for so long? Like I don't know. Like I'm always like, to a certain extent.
Some of
like,
it mostly is unspoken though.
Yeah, that's why a lot of shit goes so long.
A lot of
Nobody
it is
talk
unspoken.
About that shit.
I'm not
right. A lot of it is unspoken. It's like
I'm not like that. I'm gonna say it. You're gonna know. We're gonna talk about it, and I prefer
because I can't be around nobody I don't like. I can't be around nobody I don't like. If I'm in the room,
on the degrees,
neither can I. That's why I gotta talk about it. Like,
depending
before
on
I go into another setting with you, we have to have hash that out, or I'm gonna just pretend like you don't exist, because I that's the only way I'm gonna be able to handle being in the same room with you, or in the same space, or whatever the circumstance may be. Like, you gonna know if I don't like you. I won't acknowledge you, and that's just that.
Hey, that's why I try to love everybody. Goddamn it.
Exactly. That's how I am. I feel like there's always a level that you like, of course, that you cannot come back from. But it's like, at the same time, if that's not the level that you've reached, then you could talk about it.
We good. You know what I mean? Okay, so listen, while we're on the conversation of talking about it, oh, she gonna pop back on. She was freezing for a minute. She'll be good. She coming back. And by the time she come back, she'll probably be ready to hop into this next subject too. And this is the subject of disciplining kids. As you can probably hear in the background, mine are hella loud, even though I told them to shut the hell up because I'm filming. But I mean, I gotta find somewhere that's soundproof. It's cool. But yeah, discipline. The difference in disciplining especially from a time when we grew up, and now. You know what I mean? Like, it's a whole lot of timeout kids, and I don't think that shit's working.
It ain't.
Listen,
my niece is a timeout kid, and that shit ain't working. She bad.
Yeah, I don't think that type of shit is working.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna try to be like, we're talking about spanking now.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I didn't even say like. When it comes to doing stuff like that, like when it comes to my kids, I'm literally not. I'm gonna try not to spank them into something like serious, like you need to get your ass whooped because like, why would you do some shit like that?
What though? Please,
but
please
I don't.
help
It has
me.
to be like some outrageous, like you broke my window or like something
What?
crazy. Like I don't know.
But it wasn't done on purpose.
Here's my thing.
No, but because you're 9 times out of 10 doing some shit you weren't supposed to be doing.
Outside of something super duper outrageous, like I'm gonna be like the dad off of my wife and kids. I'm gonna teach y'all through lessons of doing shit. Like you do some stupid shit to me, I'm doing some stupid shit to you. So we'll see. You don't wanna do your chores? Okay, so I'm gonna move all this shit into your room because you don't want to wash it. So it's gonna be sitting on your dresser every day until you decide to move all that shit up your dresser into the sink and wash it. I'm gonna make sure, nigga, you gonna get all the dirt because you want to get what you supposed to be cleaning, like things like that. Because I feel like not everything is worth that, but at some extent though, like sometimes a little pat. You need a little pat.
Of course. I
think sometimes though, but it has to be like extreme though, like not just because you did some like stupid shit. Like no, it has to be like extreme. Like you set my house on fire playing with a match and paper. I'm a
I didn't get whooped for doing that, and I don't think
I'm gonna whoop your ass. Like,
I didn't get whooped.
I got my ass whooped for burning down.
Hey, I got my ass whooped for burning down some shit.
It gotta be
no. My grandma said
like that.
I bet you ain't never burnt nothing else though.
Regular stuff,
shit,
no.
I done burnt a few things since then. While you bullshitting,
I haven't, not to the extent. I mean, I burn blunts all the time.
You want to talk back? Ain't nobody gonna talk to you. You're gonna be ignored until you learn how to speak to people. Until you learn how to talk to somebody, I'm not gonna speak to you. Until you learn how to be respectful, I have nothing to say to you because you're gonna address me properly. So that way, you know when you address me, you know how to address me, and I'm gonna make sure everybody else in the same household carry that same energy with you because we're not taking no disrespectful bullshit from nobody. No.
I agree.
And it's the same thing outside the house. Somebody disrespect you, you don't have to respond to that shit.
No, for real.
Like it's gonna be like that for me. I don't think spanking is like a automatic go-to, and I feel like a lot of people would just take their anger out on their kids. That's how I feel.
Okay, so
I agree.
I'm a victim of that, so I know what's up.
Yeah. My mom would tell me that. Sometimes she would tell me I can't even whoop you right now.
Because I'm too mad.
Because if I do, I'm probably gonna kill you. Yeah.
I've gotten that too. Yep.
And it's like, what the fuck did I do to you?
Right. Hey, it's like, bro. Okay.
What? Please tell me. I just don't understand. Like it came like to you. Like I understand. I understand that I need a punishment. Like for sure. Whatever you choose, I have no argument. I'm gonna do whatever you say. Okay, I understand that I messed up, but at the same time, like what the abuse that has happened. Okay, it's not spanking.
See, that's different though.
Spanking is a whole different, light, gentle parenting. I think it's on the road to that. Now I'm.
That's different stuff. It's a
like
complete
it's a step
difference.
into
It's a complete difference, right? Complete difference. But before I get into that, since Mac is the elder statesman on the show,
okay,
and have been disciplining people for way longer than everybody on the program, I would like to hear how because he's come through a lot of generations of discipline, different levels of discipline.
How they used to do it back in the day.
You see what I'm saying?
So when I was coming up, right, I came up in the spare the rod, spoil the child fucking era. So you got your ass whooped, right? Not only did you get your ass whooped by your mother or whoever was in the house, you might get fucked up all the way home from where you fucked up at because the neighbors all knew your mama. You know what I'm saying? And they was part of raising you, and you'll catch a couple of pops on the head, take your ass home. I'm calling your mama type of shit, right? Even to the extent that when I was all the way through junior high school, we used to get swats. Like the teacher could literally bend your ass over a chair in front of the whole class and hit you on the ass with a paddle with holes in that motherfucker, right? So the thing about it was, or the thing about it that I realize now, and probably I realized all the way coming up, is that the more mischievous the child, the less physical violence actually works in deterring the child. Because what happens is you start thinking about getting away with it. Like, you caught me. What? Man, I'm way smarter than your grown ass, right? And so let me figure out a way the next time, you know, to get away with it.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? And, you know, that's, you know, kind of, you take those kinds of foundational shits with you throughout life. You know what I'm saying? Start cheating the rules and, you know, cheating on your taxes, cheating on your wife, husband, whatever. You know what I'm saying? All that different type of shit kind of comes into play as a result of,
it's more,
you know what I'm saying, trying to avoid them ass whoopings and shit, right?
Yes.
As a parent though, right? My disciplinary style is not so different, but it's more like how dads were when I came up. Because your dad never whooped you. He might whoop you once and he'll tear your ass the fuck up, right? You never want to get that again. So just pops, uncle, big cousin, whoever, that man's voice, get your ass right back in order, just like that belt would, right?
Okay,
you
yes.
never want it. It's just what it is. And so I kind of established that shit with my kids. What you guys don't know, Frank knows, is I raised my boys, right, myself as a single dad and shit, right? Like me in a house full of little niggas, right? And so my thing all the time was,
I love that.
you know what I'm saying? You see what I do, you know what I'm saying? You got freedom to be yourselves, develop yourselves, your little characters or whatever. You gonna get in trouble. You gonna fuck up. When you fuck up, I'm gonna talk that shit, right? And I'm gonna talk that shit with the threat of violence behind it. Like, nigga, you know I'll fuck you up right now. And then once they got to that teenage stage where, you know, a whooping wasn't gonna do nothing, then the threat of the discipline became something different. And each one of them had to have their fucking chest caved in, you know what I'm saying, at some point, catch these 2s and 3s to the body, you know what I'm saying, for being flipped around the lip, just to let you know, look, little nigga, I know you think you tough right now, but your arms are still too short to box with this guy.
You will not make it
up, homie. And just again, the threat of that, and them kind of knowing, you know, who I am or who I was in the streets or whatever, and you know, whatever reputational shit, niggas that I fuck with, Frank, Chalk, you know what I'm saying? Everybody kind of was on the same shit that these kids knew. Don't nobody disrespect these people in the streets. I know they'll fuck me up.
Right.
Even though you don't never have to really do it. You know what I'm saying?
See.
So my disciplinary shit was generally talking
you like
shit.
To install that fear.
Oh yeah, yeah, because the fear is what motivates them. When you up on a nigga with your finger in his face, red-eyed, nose flaring, spitting while you talking, nigga, I'll fuck you up. Don't you ever have these motherfucking white people call my fucking phone? That shit there.
Mom.
Sound just like your mama.
That was my mom.
I bet you didn't want the white people to call her phone either.
No, she would cuss them out.
Oh,
and
yeah.
then I was getting a whooping as soon as I walked through the door. Because why would you do that? Or she picking me up out the door. She don't care. Call the popo. Do it. See what they go do. Like
that was definitely the thing. Call them, because by the time they get here, you ain't gonna be able to tell them shit. Your whole jaw gonna be across the room.
Bro, like what you take my jaw off?
You ain't gonna be able to tell them shit. Your shit gonna be way over there, nigga.
Man, so my kids, they know the business. My middle son, this nigga got in trouble. Frank know about this. This nigga got in trouble in middle school, and I came to pick the nigga up. The nigga was gone. That nigga walked all the way across the motherfucking desert, like 15 miles, right, to his mama house, who lived right around the corner from me, right? He was like, I am not going to my dad. Fuck that. I'm talking about we had the police, school board, everybody involved looking for this nigga. You know how embarrassing that shit is?
That nigga was not coming home. That nigga
Last thing I want these motherfuckers to do is knock on my door.
Okay, so let's roll back around to that. That's why I'm saying it's starting that fear. Like, I don't want my child to be fearful of me, but I really do need them to understand the concept of respect and understand the concept of roles and what your role is in our relationship and what we have, and the level of respect that never needs to be crossed.
Right?
I don't want it to ever be a sense of fear like that specifically, because I ran away that exact same shit like that. Like, I got to my first house the whole weekend. I know I'm gonna get cussed when I get home, but she's not gonna be as mad because it's been a few days. So I'm gonna take that risk.
Yep.
Like I'm gonna take that risk, and you ain't too mad because it's gonna be somebody you know her mom, you know everything.
Yep.
So if you really needed me, you could get me, because the first person you call, you wonder anything. So it's like it was, and I feel that, and I personally don't want that for my kids to have that fear person.
So I believe fear is the gateway to respect. I believe
it's messed up.
Through fear you gain.
It's really messed up because it appears that way for a lot of kids that have seen.
But it's more like a resentment thing, yeah.
So I'm not talking about the type of fear. Okay, so listen, right? With my two younger ones, I really only had to whoop their asses one, maybe two good times, right? I had only planned on whooping the boy. I don't never fucking whoop the girl. You know, she got a mother, and I'm a grown ass man, so you know I really don't fuck around with the girl like that. But for the boy, I had only really planned on fucking him up until he was around the age he is now, because at a certain point in time, you know, it's just unnecessary, right? Because luckily, the little shit that he do ain't ass whooping worthy, so you know, it ain't nothing that can't be fixed. So
right,
he'd be all right, but he will get fucked up, so they don't play with me. You know what I'm saying? That's all I needed them to know, because I don't have to whoop them. I could take shit now. I can, you know what I'm saying? It don't matter. They into so much shit that I could just crush them just by letting them not do shit. No, you can't go to your friend's house. No, you can't go where everybody else is going. No, you can't do shit but be in there. You know what I'm saying? Because they get crushed. They can't TikTok. They can't do none of that shit. The motherfuckers be feeling like their whole world is crushed. This whole shit is destroyed.
Because their whole world is destroyed. It's unfortunate, but I will say that like most children nowadays like don't really know how to be personal. It's always in fast forward mode.
Shit, my kids go hang the fuck out.
But they be like that phone and be like, wait a minute, the toys don't move,
bro.
Oh yeah, see that's the shit though. I buy toys where the shit move. You know what I'm saying? I like movable shit. I don't like getting whack ass toys and shit. But they break shit, so that'd be the stupidest shit in the world.
That'd be like Legos. I prefer those. People say that they don't really like them, but if you get the big ones when they little, like they learn how to use them and not put them in their mouth, it'll work for them.
I don't know who don't like Legos. Legos is the shit. I got a Lego Ferrari around this bitch. No, it's in storage right now. I put together just so I can have me a Ferrari. Nigga, Legos is the shit.
Yeah, they are. they really are.
Legos is the shit. I won't even go front. But yeah, I think past a certain point in time, especially in age, when it comes to kids, even if it's light discipline, you don't have to discipline no more, because they world be wrapped up in so much other shit that you take that little bit of shit that they wrapped up in away, and they just over with. You know what I'm saying? So it's a totally different way, because you can put us on punishment and we'll be like, oh, we crushed, but it's 4 of us, so. You know what I'm saying? It was 4 of us, so we could just be. It was always a game to be played or some shit to make up. You know what I'm saying? So punishments wasn't that bad. We was all on punishment together.
But I got my most creative when I was on punishment.
That's what I'm saying, right? So sometimes a good punishment will do a motherfucker some good. But at the same time, with all of this digital shit and all this at hand ready entertainment, you know, because we wasn't watching TV anyway. We was outside. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So we didn't give a fuck about no goddamn TV. You know what I'm saying? That wasn't like that to us. But all the shit they got going on now is everything to them. So it's easy to punish them. Easy to punish their ass now. Yeah. Easy. I don't believe in timeouts though. I believe in punishment. Ain't no 15 or none of that shit. All right, y'all got a certain amount of time to keep. Okay, you know what? In the room, sit that shit down. Go to bed. I'll wake your ass up when it's time to eat, nigga. Lock that shit down. You know what I'm saying? Because timeout 15 minutes to go sit over there and shit. Damn, nobody respect that. Kids don't even respect that shit.
Nope, not at all.
Mine does.
Like jail for real.
He actually, that's a torment for him. That don't
How old is he though?
But that's what happens. Like, I don't know why, but he can't stand still. Like, so.
Because he's a kid.
Yeah, but that's a requirement in the corner. You're not about to be doing all that. You gonna be standing here for the next 4 hours because you can't stand still. That's not on me. That's on you.
Oh yeah, that's just the whole program down. 4 hours. You got about. Man, you done fucked your whole rest of your day off.
Yes.
You fucked the whole rest of your day off. Like, I don't know what the fuck you tripping on, but you gonna trip on that shit in there somewhere. No, you can't watch TV. No, you can't do none of that shit. And that just kills them. Everybody else out here enjoying themselves for the rest of the day. Yeah. We don't go do no 4 hours. I don't know that shit.
You gonna shut down.
Shut down, man. You know what I'm saying? I mean, because I think I think quarters and shit like the incremental punishments like that, or is low key torture. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I think that's like it's nitpicky to me. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like it's unfair to send a kid to bed. That like.
No, but you give him a certain amount of leeway. Like, you know, you ain't gonna send him to bed at 9 o'clock because he spilled his juice. You know what I'm saying? It ain't 9 o'clock in the morning. You know what I mean? You gotta let him work up to. You know what I'm saying? And then it's like, you know what, nigga, you've been waiting for this. You know what?
But what age is we spilling juice
at? Shit, 5, 6. You know what I'm saying? Whenever they get to walking and talking and acting like kids.
I don't know, man.
Crazy because I had such a hand in raising me.
But when they're young, though, you just hit them with the nap. You can hit them with the nap when they babies.
She's so advanced. Now she's 4, but you would swear she's like 10. Like she do everything. I wouldn't be surprised.
But she's 4 though, so that's okay. So with babies, right? Toddlers and shit, you can just hit them with a hot nap. Your ass to bed. You can hit them with a hot nap. They wake up, they cool. Get them with some lunches. All right, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, sometimes they
start yawning
because their brain be like over generated. Like I always
need that rest.
When I babysit kids, second strike, like together. Third strike, I don't know. Like I'm just going to put the room by yourself. You can't watch. You can't do nothing.
But see, that's what I'm saying, though, man.
I'm not doing that. But like,
when you have one that you can't sit home, or like when you have one that you birth, your perspective is gonna change. Because nieces and nephews and all that, it's cool.
Bro, I couldn't send her home. You know what
nigga,
I literally raised this guy. I couldn't send her home.
It's a different level of nerve tapping. Tap a whole different level of nerve.
Mm-hmm. But no, I feel exactly what you're saying though, because like I don't know, because when you have a mom that's not as hands-on, not really, because I literally had to raise my siblings, so I can't really say that. Because even still to this, like being older, like my mom don't like chastising my younger siblings, so I have chastised them, and then I would literally be like, "Get your child," and she'd be like, "No," and then I have to be like, "All right, I'm gonna act like you did." When you act like you was me, when you was to me, I'm gonna act like you was to me, because you don't know how to treat these kids now because they're crazy. And so I feel like sometimes speaking is needed because kids got a hand when you don't have that level of understanding. Like I said, them roles, like the roles have to be established. If those roles are not established between the kids and the parents, there's no way. I'm doing my podcast.
Kids are smart. They know when you just talking shit.
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying? And they gonna figure out if you don't ever put your hands on him, they gonna keep on testing you, keep on testing you, keep on testing you.
Yeah,
because you always threaten. Nah, you got to whoop that. I'm telling you, it only take 1 or 2 good times. Nah, pop quick.
I don't think I unfortunately I don't.
But as far as ass whoopings, gotta put that demo down.
I still think that like when it comes to kids, it's at the beginning. You know how people say, "Oh, I'm not gonna do nothing to my child at their age," or "I'm not gonna do that to like my mom." When my little sister did start really like whooping her, she was like 5, 6. She's off the chain. She's 11. Ah, no, I wouldn't. No, fuck, no. Because no.
I'm telling you, you gotta set that demo. You gotta set that presence, man. You can't.
You gonna know right from wrong what you're doing. People say kids don't understand. That's a liar. Kids are a lot more than people think, and I become hip because I pay attention to a lot of shit that I see with kids. They know. They fucking know. So due to the fact that they know, cause you gotta know. So if you know, you know. I know, you know. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. And I feel like kids don't know because I'm a very smart person. So I'm gonna just pour that knowledge to my kids naturally. So don't try to play with me like you don't know.
And the best knowledge. The best knowledge is a cold demo. As soon as
I say something funny and you give me like, I know you know what I'm talking about. Stop playing with me. As soon as I say something, you be like, I know you know. Don't play. You know. I know you know.
You're going to have to invoke that shit and give them something they can feel. You know what I'm saying?
They're going to feel it, right? Feel it.
Hey, something like how them boys did Tekashi 560. What's that dude name? 6ix9ine.
560.
I love it.
You know what the hell I meant.
I love it.
Hey. And my transition was kind of dope too. I've been working on that shit. You know
that's what you gotta call him from now on. That's his name.
Hey, because it looked like they beat his drum 569 times.
Finally, though.
No, not finally. That shit ain't new. This nigga big in his ass.
It's finally for me because it's like when I just like I like this nigga been trolling.
That's crazy.
Doing everything, going crazy, like he can't be touched.
Yo, how is he not already?
I'm a fan, bro. Yo, I'm a fan.
Like,
I'm a fan, bro. I know y'all niggas chummy. I know. I ain't jumping, bro. I'm saying.
This was perfect.
That's crazy.
That's because they don't gotta catch you on no gang shit. They don't gotta catch you doing nothing. Bitch, they caught you when you thought you was about to get them gains, babe.
Yes.
Not today, Pop.
That nigga was trying to get his workout on.
Papa. You ain't get them gains today, Papa. No, nigga, no, I know.
On some regular shit.
Yes.
So look, right.
And I love this nigga out his pants.
Expected for him to be on some hot boy shit with somebody.
Did you see his face?
Yeah.
They socked that dude
reasonable.
Right.
So reasonable.
Did you see the video?
Because I hate
and low key only bits and pieces because they kept blurring it out. I didn't see it raw. I only seen bits and pieces of shit, but I seen some action though.
Yeah, I caught that shit at like 5 o'clock this morning. I seen it uncut. It's a trip. And then there was so much internet bullshit fallout directly after, like in the hours after the release of the video, right? Because the video shows a bald-headed dude with a beard stomping this nigga out, slaying the nigga around, another nigga kicked the nigga in the face. They in the bathroom of a gym of a L.A. fitness, right? And I guess they must have seen that nigga in there working out on the treadmill or some shit, right? And followed him into the bathroom and then put them paws and feet on him and shit, right? But what happened immediately after is the video got uploaded.
That's what he needed.
The video got uploaded to the page of a nigga who just got out the feds like 8 months ago or some shit, or just got out after doing 8 years or some bullshit like that. And this nigga is like a video producer, adult shit. Just got a bunch of white bitches on his Instagram with their ass popped out, some more shit, right?
Okay.
But turns out when you like do a close up, it's not even him. And I'm talking about the internet went on this nigga's Instagram and was commenting on every picture this nigga had on Instagram, right? Every video, everything, this nigga trying to pump his business up. And they like, yeah, nigga, you going back to jail. I guess you really liked them cheeks up in there, just all kind of foul shit, right? And this nigga didn't have nothing to do with it.
Wow. They blew his shit up. So wait, so somebody actually uploaded the video then?
They uploaded the video to, I want to say it was a page that looked like it was his page or some shit, like a fake page or some shit, a clone page. I don't know.
Or something like that, yeah.
But you can see that it ain't him though. Like when you stop the video and they do a close up on the arm, it's like this nigga got full sleeve tattoos. The nigga who was fucking up Tekashi just got a tattoo up to about, top of his shoulder or whatever and shit, right?
Right.
So it wasn't him. And then old boy that was fucking him up had like a gray in his beard up in here. And the nigga that they accused of it, this nigga looked like he about 30, 35 maybe or some shit. You know what I'm saying? This shit is full black in all his pictures, right? It's like this nigga didn't just get gray overnight, right?
Just to kick his ass? Was whoop his ass?
Just to kick Tekashi's ass.
You know what I'm saying?
But on on a more cultural note, hey, karma be taking its time and shit, right? But it do generally come around,
it took
right?
a little time, but you got him.
No, but look though, allegedly my man has had his ass whooped in Miami, had his ass whooped in Dubai, he had his ass whooped in L.A. for sure, Chicago. Allegedly that man has been getting touched on pretty much everywhere he stepped, low key.
I love that.
Yes, as he should.
I love it.
Allegedly, my man was at the World Game shits and got drunk and did some shit, and they had to carry that nigga out because somebody threw something on him at the World Baseball Classic.
Game.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So it seemed like that nigga catching it everywhere he goes.
Yep.
So I mean,
carries like
Karma been doing this shit. Karma chameleon, nigga.
Bitch. Can't fight. And for somebody that's a bitch, if y'all want to ever make me mad, like, come here for that, just running fucking mouth. Please do it. I'm gonna punch him right in the fuck up.
Don't worry about it, cause
like when I hear him talk, it's like, bro, shut the fuck up. Like, shut up. Like, shut up. Like, you're a grown ass man. Shut the fuck up. That's how I feel.
Apparently,
so when I heard that, I said,
the nation feel that way.
Why?
No, because
why do I feel that way?
No, I said apparently people across the nation feels that way.
Amen.
Yeah.
So many people understand that this little dude has an attention need, like his entire life depends on it. Like the way he's about to bounce back from this situation, like he gonna write like 5 songs about it, and so many people are going to listen to it over and over. It's about to bounce at every gay club, every straight club. Everybody's gonna be listening. It's gonna be a meme. It's gonna turn into every TikTok dance you can think of. Like,
that's a cold way to stay famous, though. By getting your ass whooped, crazy. That's a crazy trade right there.
Oh, he got his gym pants. This nigga got his gym pants, man.
No, him walking out is probably gonna be the album cover. I'm sure. Like, his whole plan, I'm convinced, was for this to happen. He was just like, yeah, because I don't know if you guys know, but like the little dude that he used to be, he was so innocent. This was only like 7 years ago.
When he was Daniel?
Yeah.
When he was still Daniel?
He was so innocent. Like, he was in Bible study, like, faithfully at his abuela's house. Like, it don't make sense.
And that's why he getting whooped on. This thing getting everything he was after.
Nah, bro, he a robot and he deserves all of it. This is a human robot. They've programmed him real good to understand that if you have as much money as you want to, you can fix your nose. I know it's broke right now, but we can fix it. We can get you all new teeth again. It's okay. I know they knocked them out, but we can put more in there.
Like, when he started wearing lace wigs, I knew something won't right with him.
Wow.
Bro, they ripped his hair out when he got beat up in Chicago, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, they fucked him up in Chicago. I'm telling you, he been getting fucked up everywhere, man. In Dubai, then he got kicked out of Dubai, bro. On some bullshit.
Yeah,
like,
I don't know why they let him in there in the first place. Because if I'm not mistaken, you can't have no felonies if you go to Dubai.
I don't know how that works. I'm about to say because it's Tekashi 6ix9ine. That nigga.
I think he probably had a concert, so they was like just one time only.
A unicorn, literally, hair, teeth, everything. Unicorned up.
Let me ask you guys something.
That annoys me so much more about him. Like, why? His hair was black. Where did the rainbow come from?
Let me ask you guys something, especially you, Frank.
Yes, sir.
Considering the history, right? And the fact that none of the dudes, homeboys that this dude told on ever thought, well, I've listened to a whole bunch of Clubhouse arguments where a bunch of them New York niggas, New York blood niggas was on some shit like, you can't fuck with him because, you know, he under federal protection by all these different reasons for, you know what I'm saying, not applying those. Right. And then for some motherfuckers who, let's just say if it was the nigga who they blamed it on, right, and his homeboys, right, whoever did it, right, they did it, they filmed it, you know what I'm saying, and they released it. Nobody had no fucking mask on or none of that shit, right? So how do we feel about the, you know, what we know is going to be the motherfucking outcome of this for the people who put the work in? Because the internet is undefeated, right? In terms of the detective work, oh my God. I done seen some of this live shit go on where they didn't uncover the motherfucker with the shooter in a blur and outline the fucking gun. Hey, hold up. Hercule Poirot around this motherfucker. What the fuck is going on? But how do we feel about the penalty that whoever the dudes is who stumped him out is eventually gonna have to pay?
Scot-free.
I don't think why should something happen to him or them? Like for what?
Because, you know, it's in the people to be in the motherfucker's business. So I mean, once it's in the internet, the police is gonna jump on it. You can't even worry about that. And definitely once they talk to him,
this shit was on the Channel 4 news, bro.
Right.
So 3 times today.
Right. So look, once they talk to him, you know he gonna tell, nigga. So what do you mean why?
Listen, he gonna sing. He gonna fucking sing like Beyonce. He gonna fucking sing.
But I mean, they falling on the sword though. Like they falling on the blade. And I appreciate that to an extent, right? I just really hope that my man really take the hint and kind of like change something about himself before he really end up.
He's a troll.
Back to Daniel.
Like, he belongs
taking off the board kind of hurt. You see what I'm saying? So I really hope that he
that kind of troll, huh?
These people. You know
that kind of troll, I told you.
He needs to go back under the bridge.
Troll. He belongs under a bridge.
Hey, they had a movies, the 80s movies called Trolls, The Troll, which was kind of creepy. He kind of remind me of that dude too, though. Just the way he
slimy. You heard what it did, shit. But he all on Dora the Explorer, stopping them from all their good journeys.
Okay. My man need to go ahead and grow up, right? Before
that's what it is. Like it's just like
anybody know how old
he don't have no essence of a grown man. He grown, and to know that he's raising a girl is scary as fuck because like
I know that nigga ain't nothing teen. I can tell you that much. And he's supposed to have a kid. Don't he got a kid?
He has a daughter.
Yeah, he got a kid with the one girl.
So I mean, my nigga really
need to. Daughter, like, oh my God, you raising a girl like that's scary as fuck. Like, she might be the most weak-minded female known in America because of you, her daddy. That's crazy as hell.
And
hopefully her mama not like that. Then that's what I mean. Amen.
But I mean, the reputation of her father may precede that though. Because
what's
this
the reputation
nigga
go? She gonna be at school getting jumped in the bathroom in 10 years because her daddy's a bitch?
no, but she
like,
probably though.
Like,
Probably though.
mean?
But I know she
I'm
probably get
saddened
teen
right now. Like, why does he have children?
Horrible.
Like, and then with the advent of the fact that they could just go in there and then lick the shit up in the first place, or anyway. So I mean, they like, you know what I mean? I mean, I don't know, man.
Bro, how old is the kid? This is not.
The
cool.
daughter like now, maybe 7.
Oh man.
So yeah, my man need to grow up. Like I said, he ain't nothing teen, so he's not a kid. My man really needs to.
Not mentally though. Yeah, he a little ass boy. He think everything's still a game. I bet you ain't gonna see his ass in no more gyms. I bet he go house or go to the one.
Man need to really like lean heavy into some business shit and stay the fuck out the way.
With the amount of money that he makes,
you got too much.
Why
is he not fucking around?
Fuck up.
Why was he at LA Fitness in the first place?
Because he wanted to get beat up.
Well, anybody. Why you got your?
He asked for it to happen. I bet.
I think so.
Well, Tekashi been moving like that pretty much since he been out of jail. You know what I'm saying? He turned down the federal security. You know what I'm saying? He turned down the witness protection shit. And
but
shit.
A home gym. That's not that hard.
Them $300. Them $300 a day security
to just walk around.
That should start adding up.
Everybody, mama.
No.
Everybody, big mama. You
could get a Peloton.
I'm like, Eric, hi, what's up, Jake? Yeah, how you doing, Brenda? Yeah, hey, Sally. Fuck
the
no,
Peloton.
nigga, I'm about to whoop
Yeah, the whole Peloton,
nigga. That's that nigga right there. Get ass.
God damn.
Get a Peloton. You don't have to
run around the gym.
Why are you at LA Fitness? Like,
you must ain't got no
underwear.
At home? I don't understand. Where were you getting out of that?
He ain't got no money.
Hey, so
you got to pay $10.99 a month to look good.
So look, right? I was kind of tripping off this, and then talking about the boy and how if he don't grow up, he'll eventually get took off the board, right? So I was having this conversation earlier about fucking life insurance and how niggas are scared to get that shit. Man, do you know how many people be out here like in the streets trying to pay for funerals? This is ridiculous.
Yeah, fish fries and car wash.
Insurance is not expensive, nigga. That shit probably costs less than a nigga phone bill. Like,
right.
Niggas need to knock that off. Go get you some life insurance, man. That shit's not hard to do.
Please.
That shit is not hard to fucking do, bro.
Please
you don't need no fancy credit and none of that shit. Find you a motherfucking
$2 a month in the fucking jar and shit.
Man, nigga. Because, bro, motherfuckers is having bake sales and everything trying to bury these people. And that is just a crazy thing.
Throw $2 in the jar for every eighth a nigga buy. How about that? Every eighth a nigga buy, put $2 in the jar.
Niggas can't
and then
afford
pay his life insurance at the end of the month.
Get like
$40.
a heavy metal tin, put them in the backyard, throw me in that bitch, put some rocks and some sticks.
Wait, what?
Nah, man. That ain't gonna happen.
Have a good fire party around my black ass.
What the fuck are you, Blackfoot Indian ritual having? What the fuck? Yeah, build a above ground stake and burn me and spread my ashes into the wind along with the ancestors.
Yep.
Yeah, right. Your ass gonna be right next to everybody else with a headstone.
No, don't do that.
Hey, so look. And here's the beautiful thing about you youngins, especially about you youngin who have a child. It's for lack of a better word, man, everything is easier to deal with money. So, as hard as they may be, nigga, at least they can be heard and they ain't got to worry about nothing when they sitting on a high $25,000 or whatever the fuck your insurance policy is. So always think about that. You youngin who ain't got no kids, you still got people that will have to deal with that. So anything should happen to yours will be stupid. Y'all's will be stupid cheap because y'all fucking young. It's just fucking crazy.
But like, that's what I'm saying. I already gave you alternative. Just in case
you don't need no alternatives, man. Just,
you know what I'm saying?
Get you a hot $30 policy and quit playing.
Right.
The rocks,
there it is there.
Do my thing, put me on fire. They got these cool little packets now that can turn 5 $4. So you sprinkle a little bit of that shit in there. We having a party in this bitch.
See, and I know what it be though. It be niggas be thinking like niggas go come after me for that money, right? Like white people do. Like we not them folks, man. We not just gonna take you out for $50,000. Like knock it off. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like go get that policy. I mean, like ain't nobody gonna come after that. You know what I mean? We don't do that type of shit.
I'm not going to because I want to.
That is some real shit to really be thinking about, y'all. Everybody,
you think I'm gonna offer you for 100,000? You think I'm gonna offer you for a honey bun?
Hey, I'm not even gonna tell you what my policies are. So don't even worry about that. You ain't gonna know what it is. But understand, I got them. Goddamn it! I'm not just talking that shit. Nah, I'm not just talking that shit. I'm actually living that shit, and I encourage everybody. And that's another thing, you ain't got to tell nobody. So if you is scared of that type of shit, just keep it to yourself, but protect you and yours.
Yeah, but she should have told me though, like I'm not telling y'all. I'm not telling you or your brother.
You'll know when you need to know.
You think I'm gonna do like that over $100,000?
You know when you need to know. And that's the beautiful thing about it too, though. You can start small and always grow that joint. You can always add coverage to your own shit. So. You know, it depends on how much you like your kids.
Girl, I don't need your life insurance.
Well, it depends on how much you like your kids and shit. You can up that shit as much as you need to. The better you
need to have it at like $1 million.
No, we ain't even go talk about none of that. We ain't gonna discuss none of that. Just know.
You need to have it at a
niggas covered. Whatever y'all want to do, y'all be able to pay for it. That's for sure.
So when you leave, I'm like.
Just know that I don't.
No, exactly. That's hilarious.
Yes, count it out.
What was I gonna say? Oh, I know what I was gonna say. I don't even like honey buns. It's wild as fuck.
I know. I don't do that to you, mama. You do like that.
But yeah, though, man. On that note, we had an hour and 11, man. This has been a dope ass show. I would like to definitely thank our special guest Day, and Kingfish Mac. I'm sure Day is special too. You know what I'm saying? So that works out.
Indeed.
I love how that came out. I love that.
Everybody does it. Shit. Everybody does it.
Hey man, do all the liking and sharing and subscribing that y'all can do for us, man. Support the channel like we support y'all. We are, and forever will be powered by y'all. This has been another great episode of More to Discuss. Peace.
That's even worse.
Grab my shit, put it back over me, and tuck into it like a burrito roll myself.
Yeah, that's me for sure. Like you ain't go get it.
Bitch, you want to take it this time, right?
You got to go hard. Yeah.